Good evening, Zachariah Jackson, Bassett News. You know, when you're downtown Newark, you run into interesting people. Many people have a story. Some feel that others went one way and they can't tell their story. But again, here at Bassett News, we take the underdog and we try to, you know, lift you up without the telephone booth.
Let me in, coach.
Okay. Now, who am I interviewing?
Africa. My name is Africa.
Africa.
Yes.
Just Africa? You have a first?
That's it, Africa.
Africa. Well,
Yeah.
Africa, the big continent.
Africa.
So it's from the north all the way down south and
We
the
won.
east and
I
west.
am.
I am.
I am.
Indian Ocean and the
All of it.
Pacific,
I am.
Atlantic Ocean. Okay. So, Mr. Africa, you were talking about an issue about some people getting arrested illegally, I imagine. Okay. Can you explain to the audience and to the people what happened?
Yes, on June 1st, the police came on Fabian and Cypress, and the North police, and they jumped out on 4 brothers. They jumped out of the van, they didn't have any uniform on, they didn't tell the brothers who they were, and they just started frisking them. When they started frisking them, the brothers noticed one of them was getting beat up by the police. So they rushed over there to break it up. The police beat all of them up, arrested them, and charged them with resisting arrest. They didn't charge them for any other crime other than resisting arrest and assaulting the police. According to the consent decree that was passed in 2014, that's illegal. You can't jump out the car and start frisking citizens, taxpayers, and then locking them up and putting charges on them.
Mr. Africa, again, you said that the police jumped out the car. Now, were they dressed as police officers, or
No, they were not. They were dressed as civilians.
So were they detectives or were they police?
We don't know what they are. They don't speak to the community. We don't know who they are.
And this is in Newark, New Jersey?
Yes, on Fabian and Cypress.
Okay.
There was a RODWELL and SPIVEY brothers. There was 4 of them that they took. They kidnapped the 4 of them and they charged them with these bogus charges that we know. Everybody that grew up in the community know. Resisting arrest, assaulting an officer, those are the catch-all charges. When you done nothing, these are the charges that hit you.
So have you been able to contact them? Has bail been set?
No, they don't. There's no bail. You don't go through bail in North. There's a point system. They got to decide if you are a threat enough to society for them to release. So they still have 2 of the brothers, 2 of the 4 brothers are still locked up. 2 are out, and they have to go back to court for resisting arrest and assaulting an officer.
So you saying they don't charge bail no more?
There's no bail. There's no bail. I thought you knew that, bro.
No.
Ain't no bail out here.
So you mean like, okay, so if you get arrested for something,
Yeah.
you don't, there's not a bail set?
They got a point system. They got to see if you're violent, if you're a threat to society before they let you go. They got a point system that they go by.
I never heard of it.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, that passed that a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all the change that they're trying to bring along. They try to reform the police, the judicial system, but as we see, it still don't work. Because right now, we're here for George Floyd, right?
Sure.
They unveiled the statue of George Floyd. But they're unveiling the statue when day to day, day by day, our children are still being brutalized by the police right here in North. Even though they're under a consent decree. I've been looking for Peter Harvey. He's supposed to be in charge of the consent decree for $8 million. He was paid $8 million to adhere to that consent decree. We don't see him. I haven't seen Peter Harvey, but these kids are still locked up. They need lawyers.
And what position do this Peter Harvey, what is his position?
He's supposed to be the head of the monitoring the police department.
Okay.
They come up with whatever they're gonna do, like cameras, whatever goofy stuff they're gonna come up with that don't work. Because we see when even if they got the cameras on, they hide it for years. They don't give it to the family, they doctor the camera. So like the cameras don't work. It's the system itself.
You mean the self-cameras that the police have on?
Yeah, the police cameras don't work. The only way they get caught if people, citizens, record the police.
On the telephone.
Yeah, but their cameras, all those reforms don't work. Because inherently, the police are here to serve a purpose. Their purpose is to protect property owners and those that are rich from those of us here that they have in these colonies. Because that's what they are, colonies, open air, slavery type shit. That's where they got us. And we are here suffering from it, and like everybody's trying to say things are getting better. People are giving Biden A+, giving them grades, and we still catching hell. Like the rent is too high, people are going to the streets. Yo, there might be a whole bunch of foreclosure. Nobody's dealing with those issues. Everybody's talking about Russia and all this goofy stuff. I don't care about Russia. Russia ain't never doing nothing to me. Russia ain't never called me nigga. Keep it a buck. Biden did. Biden, yo, you know Biden look like you don't call somebody a nigga before. Go ahead, say you don't look like it.
Well, listen, it's
Say you don't look like
it's
it.
not a matter of who look and whatever the case may be. We're not, you know,
His
we're not
behavior,
into look.
the crime bill say
you know,
nigga.
But you know, the idea
I
is
mean-
this right here. We're dealing with an issue, and let's deal with this issue.
Yeah,
at hand.
it's all connected.
Okay, so have you who have you reached out to get the other two out of jail?
Like, there's nobody, we gotta go through the judicial system. I told the mayor, I reached out to the city council, I reached out to the people that are in position of power, that the citizens elected to do something. They like, and it's nothing. At some point, they're blaming the kids. They're pushing it back to the kids. It's the kids' fault. But it's on camera. It's on camera on WPIX. If you go on there, they have it on camera. Channel 7, RLS, they have it on camera with the police are jumping out the car and brutalizing these kids. I mean, something must be done about it. I can't be the one standing up here talking about this. Yo, I'm no hero. I'm a citizen. I just live in this community, grew up in this community, and I work with the people in this community to make it better. But if nobody else, if the people elected to office don't do it, then who's gonna do it other than the citizens? That's why I came down here.
So so what group are you with? What fighting group are you
Man,
with?
as a black person, if you want to help your community, you got to join the organization. I'm with the Black Panther Party. I started my youth services. I'm with so many groups.
So if you with the Black Panther Party, then
Yeah.
you have a lot of help, do you?
A lot of help.
Yeah.
But the Black Panther Party is not elected. It's not elected.
Oh, you talking
to look after these kids.
In terms of elected officials.
Yeah,
Have you had a march?
that's their job.
Have you had a march in their honor?
No, on Monday. You know what, man, yo, you good at this. Hey, look, on Monday, we're having a rally.
Where?
We're having a rally right here at City Hall, in front of City Hall at 6 p.m. We're having a rally, the Freedom Brothers. I'm gonna give you a copy of this. But that's why you good. See, you brought that up. I forgot all about it. Right in my mouth.
All right.
But on Monday, we're having a rally right here, and I hope the community come out, because we gotta come up with ways to save our people. We have to do it. We can't wait for the system that we know is racist to do it. So we have to do this, man. All power to the people. I live for the people. I die for the people.
Okay, again, this is Zachariah Jackson, Bassett News, downtown Newark, and covering Mr. Africa's story.
All power to the
All right,
people.
power to the people.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Thank you.